Good morning all from a beautiful day in Suffolk. Today I'm going to take you along with me because I'm off to see Matt from SoulSpec. Matt has a 55-year-old Alfa Romeo tucked away in a barn somewhere in the Suffolk countryside. So let's go take a look.
Nice to see you again.
In deepest Suffolk countryside, which already feels like we're going back in time. So this is even more exquisite, Matt, with the location, the setting.
Yeah.
You're going to agree with me, of course, because you own it. This is one of the most beautiful looking cars I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's, I remember seeing a picture of one when I was 18 and thinking, that is the prettiest thing I've ever seen. I have no idea what it is, but yeah, I'd sort of decided that I would one day try and find one and try and scrape together some pennies to pick one up one day.
What is it?
It is a 1968 Alfa Romeo 1300 GT Junior, originally from South Africa, I think.
Was it? They made these in South Africa, didn't they?
Yeah, so that's why it's the right-hand drive, which was a real treat to find, really, because you don't see too many of them come up in right-hand drive.
But also, you don't. 100,000 of these were made from about 66 to 75, made in Italy, Portugal, South Africa.
Yep.
How difficult is it to find one of these with right-hand drive?
Well, I looked, insane. There's a website called How Many Left, where you can look up the model number, and for this specific one, because there's a bit of a weird thing about it. There's a 1300 GT Junior and then a GT 1300 Junior. And there's actually a difference between the two. It's all very weird, but of this specific model, I think there's 27.
In the UK?
I think so, yeah. So quite rare as far as I'm aware. I think it's about 27, but yeah, I haven't checked recently.
Tell me the history about this car. Do you know much about, not just this specific one, the model of the GT 1300 Junior?
All I know is that they were quite handy whilst they were racing in the 60s, and that is where this kind of livery has come from, why it has the burgundy front, because all of the race cars back in the 60s, they were all a certain body type. And then the teams would paint a specific colour on the front so that they could all recognise each other's cars whilst they were flying around the track.
Because these cars won the European Touring Car Championships in the early 70s.
This man has done his research.
This model, I'm a huge fan of these.
He knows.
And also the junior model, this 1.3 litre engine.
Yep.
This came out because Italy and a lot of other European countries were taxing really heavily the bigger engine cars. So they brought this out so that the younger Italians could have something called their entry into the world of Alfa Romeos, wasn't it? And it was a huge success, really, this car, wasn't it? This was so popular.
It was really ahead of its time in like a lot of ways. You know, you think back in the 60s when this was developed, it has 4 disc brakes, which is like, for 60s, that's like pretty, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
5-speed manual, so it's quite, like for its time, it's got a lot of sort of modern technology.
What were the rivals in the day?
Oh God, what were they? Probably like, can't even think.
It's got to be the Capri and the Opel Manta.
And I think the BMW 2002.
Yeah, of course.
That was, I think, similar era and quite a similar sort of shape and style to this. But yeah, this was, I mean, I might be biased, but this is the prettiest as far as I'm concerned.
I have to agree with you, Matt. This is the prettiest. The lines on this are unbelievable. I won't ask what you paid for it, but I do know that these are really very desirable now, aren't they? Some of the prices in Europe, for example, easily go to 40,000 euros.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, I remember when I looked at one when I was 19, I was very desperate to try and buy one, and there was a green and tan car that came up, and I think it was about £19,000 at the time, and then over the next 10 years, just like nearly doubled in value, and I was getting very nervous. I was thinking, oh my God,
I'm never going to get one.
Be able to get one. So, yeah.
Okay, so how long did it take you to find one?
So I've been looking over the years, and I never was quite in the position to actually pull the trigger. So there was a lot of dreaming going on. And then last year, this one came up, and I saw it on Car and Classic. It was right-hand drive. It was the exact sort of style that I love. The paint scheme was amazing, and it all has original bodywork. So it's never been repaired, because the guy had it bare metal resprayed. And obviously when you take it back to bare metal, you expect to see quite a lot of filler, a lot of repair patches where it's rotted out. Didn't have one. So it's completely original body shell.
Is that because it's South African?
I think so. I just think it was very well cared for. And you can tell because all of the wheel arches and on the rear bumper, all the original spot welds from factory are all still present, and you can see them all. So,
and Matt, I'm about to grab the camera, and so you can just walk us around this. Even the wheels are so simple, but they're perfect, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's just the Italian design at its very best, everything about this, isn't it?
So the previous owner bought those from Classic Alfa. So they do recreations of the original sort of GTA style wheels that the race cars would run. And so the previous owner put those on, which is something that I would have loved to have done anyway.
It's perfect.
So yeah,
it's perfect.
They're great with the sort of fat tire wall and things like that. It's excellent.
Okay, Matt, walk us. I'll just put that on one. Walk us around it, because there are so many beautiful features here. Start off with the front. First off, it doesn't actually come with a bumper. Is that right?
Well, originally they did. Originally they came with a chrome bumper where it would screw into these slots. But again, previous owner had tastes very similar to mine, so he debumpered it. He didn't send the bumpers forward, and I asked him whether he still had them, but he didn't, unfortunately. So, but regardless, I'd run it like this anyway. So it's been debumpered at the front. Now, Freddie, do you know what this is called? The shield.
No, I don't.
It's called a scudetto.
Is it really?
Yeah. So, as far as I'm aware, I believe that's called a scudetto on an Alfa Romeo.
It's art, isn't it? Everything about that is art. And so much of this will be original. This car is pretty much
just
a
lot of it is
well looked after.
I think some of the trim has been replaced, but in terms of bodywork, it's extremely original.
Matt, pop the bonnet.
Yes, sir. Right. So a lot of these cars, they get swapped out for the larger engine blocks. So a lot of them, people put the 1750.
Well, but they went all the way up to 2 litres in these, didn't they?
So my friend who's got a slightly newer 1300 GT Junior, he's swapped a 2 litre into his. And
period specific?
Yeah, so it's from another GT, I think it's from a GTV, and it swaps in like pretty easily. But the only thing is, you do get a little more power, but the reviness of the engine sort of, you end up lacking that. So yeah, with the original 1300 block, it's a all aluminium block, and it's extremely rev happy. It loves sort of being way up in the revs and being pushed. Although the 1300 is not a particularly powerful engine, it's extremely fun to drive. It's like very responsive. You can take it up through the revs and it never labours or feels bogged down. So it's good fun. It's good fun. I don't think I'd ever swap it out for a larger one.
And it's that Alfa Romeo design. The engines, we were saying earlier, they're a work of art. Look at how they've done this with the Alfa Romeo there. I mean, they didn't have to do that, did they? And that oil cap, oleo there. They don't make engines that look like this on what is a base spec car, really, isn't it? This is an entry-level car to get people into Alfa Romeos.
Exactly.
And they still went to town on that engine design.
There was a lot of pride and artisanry back when these cars were being built. You know, I think there was a lot of passion when these were being made. So it definitely shines through when you look at some of the details in the car. So,
oh, Matt. Oh, oh my God.
Yeah.
There are no ugly angles here, are there?
No, it's tough to find one. Very tough to find one.
How big is that boot?
I tell you what, it's actually very usable. Like, you could probably fit 2 or 3 suitcases in there. It tucks way back. So it goes way under there, so you can sort of tuck.
It does,
it's pretty cavernous.
Yeah, it is, it is.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Oh, it's the smell as well. I know that smell. Yeah. Look at the quality. I mean, that is so rare to find everywhere. It's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's really
Matt,
lovely.
I'll go into this is the first time I've ever sat in it. I'll go into the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Show me the interior. I'm so excited for this.
So with the interior, it's pretty clean. I think all of the seats have been retrimmed. I'm not sure if the back seat has been redone, but these are definitely new.
But again, new, but it would look like this probably when it was original.
The previous owner did a lot of sympathetic updates and restorations, so that's perfect for what I like, keeping it original but making it functional.
It's the simple elegance, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I think the gauges are some of the prettiest gauges. And I think there's a little, which one is it? There we go. Yeah, the little light on the gauges.
Wow. And backed by this wood veneer as well, with the chrome surrounds.
And the original radio.
And that steering wheel, a tiny steering wheel
So this
there.
is something I've put on because the original steering wheel is beautiful and I love it, but I'm quite tall. And so squeezing into this car is a bit of a problem for me. So
wait, I tell you what, Matt, you are ridiculously tall.
Yeah.
I'm going to come round because this is a small car. How do you, at about, what are you, 6'4" or something like that? 6'5"?
6'4", 6'5", yeah, around that.
How do you fit in this?
It's an operation. So luckily, you have to do a bit of folding in, press the clutch pedal down, and then you can just about get sort of folded.
If you were, I'm not joking, 2 inches taller, you're not getting in there, are you?
Yeah. When I go over bumps, there's quite a lot of headbutting that I do with the ceiling, so that's always fun. But this steering wheel's a little smaller than the original, and I've put it on a.
Your knees are almost touching, isn't it?
And I've put it on a eccentric spacer, so it just lifts it slightly. Obviously, then if you do a full, it's actually way lower. So it's during normal driving, it's much more comfortable, but. It was never going to be a convenient car for me to drive, but I had to find a way to fit myself in it.
1.3 litre.
Yep.
The sound, I've heard it briefly already. We're in for a treat here, actually. Surprising treat from a 1.3, a simple engine.
Yeah, so with the engine, I've put an open filter on the carburetors. So it has a pipe across filter on it. So once we get it out on the road, it sounds unbelievable.
Does it?
It sounds really good. You don't hear the exhaust at all. The exhaust is so secondary to the experience. It's the intake noise that it's all about.
Can we take it on the road as well?
Yeah.
Okay, start up. Let's hear it. Let's
Yeah.
hear it. Does it start first time?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that.
It's all engine, isn't it? It's all engine.
Yeah. Well, they weigh nothing as well. You know, it's like, I think they're 970 kilos.
Sub 1,000 kilos.
Yeah.
Seatbelts in this.
Yeah. You can see how tightly packed we are as well.
Yeah, shoulders. Look at that. It sounds weird, I was about to say. There's a certain romance to it, but it does sound weird to say breakfast in the car, isn't it?
Buy me dinner first, please, Billy. Yeah.
It's very slow. It's a symphony. It's a symphony. is. It's that visceral, immersive feeling that I almost forgot over the past 20 years of driving. The smell of petrol, the rawness of everything. You can hear everything around you. You feel like you've been on a proper adventure, even going 20 minutes away to a coffee shop, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. It's a very visceral thing. You know, after a hard drive, you do get out and you feel tired, but you've enjoyed yourself, obviously. But yeah, there's a lot of physicality to driving cars that are old as this. It's not a get in and go type of job.
And also, the camera, of course, won't pick this up. You've just started your 944. We'll share that in another video. I mean, the sound of that is insane. Also, the smell of petrol in here now, you feel like you could pass out if you spend too much time.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit dizzy for sure. But yeah, that has a particularly aggressive exhaust system. Maybe a little ASBO, but I fitted it when I was 22, so I was maybe had different tastes back then.
But for you to have these two cars parked side by side in a barn in top secret Suffolk, it's so nice, isn't it? Seriously. And also, 1989, 1969, 20 years separation between sports cars, isn't it? Italian and German. It's fascinating seeing them side by side.
Completely different worlds. Like within just 20 years, they're completely different offerings. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. I have to say, this is definitely my happy place. When I've got an afternoon free, this is where I will come and I will just hang around and look at cars and do very little with my day. So, yeah, it's certainly a nice thing to have. I'm very, very lucky to have this space.
Matt, thank you so much for sharing it. I really appreciate it. And also, you've got, will the video be out? You've got a YouTube channel. Your videography skills and the mixture of cars and storytelling is amazing. So if the video isn't out yet, I will still include the YouTube channel here because it will be imminent, won't it? Yes, hopefully, if I can finish editing it. So I'll put you on the spot here. You have to get this ready.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah. I'm going to work double time to get it out before this video goes out. But yeah, there's going to be some really interesting stuff on the channel. Some car and bike restorations, road trips, things like that. So yeah, stay tuned. It should be pretty cool.
Matt, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.